Initially, Edgar, you were of interest for a very different reason. I think now that region has changed.
Can you speak a little more directly? I don't understand.
What do you remember of your time after the lighthouse?
What do you mean? You mean in the past 2 months?
Yeah.
They were beautiful and charming. I must regret having come back. I was in Huarma, you understand. In the fresh air, cool breeze, warm summer night, beautiful beaches. This place hardly comparing in contrast.
No, I spoke to your cousin, Benny. Good lad.
Ah, my little primo.
He told me a lot about Guama, about how considering that he'd just come from there. I don't think you were there, Edgar. Nobody thought you were in
It
Guama.
seemed that he went to Huarma, and whenever I returned to see him, he came here like two chips missing in the night.
Mr. Castillo, I'm not here as police or law enforcement.
See? You're here as a marshal.
No. I'm here as Richard Dog. Nothing more, nothing less.
And who is he?
He's a man who's looking for answers. I'm thinking you might have something.
He has yet to ask.
That's not true. I asked about your time after the lighthouse, and you told me you were in Guama, and unfortunately, Edgar, I took a trip to that Guama, and I don't think there was flowers and nice trees anywhere.
What do you mean you took a trip to Huarma? You say you didn't see palm trees?
I saw bones and cages. Expected to see you too.
Sorry, say that again.
I saw bones and I saw cages.
And when you see this, senor?
When I was in the hospital.
When?
A few weeks back now, must be 3-4 weeks.
I'm confused, amigo. The hospital in Huarma is in the south side of the island and in the center by Agua Dulce. The cages and the bones you speak of, though a little barbaric, is something like a totem and a historical relic on the island, marking the revolution. It's strange that you witnessed the bones and the cages on the north side when you were in the hospitals, which only exist in the south side.
Now, I really can't tell whether or not you're just alluding from the truth or whether you really don't remember.
Well, what? I don't understand. What am I supposed to remember, amigo?
Edgar, you were fucking dead, man. You were fucking dead for 2 months and everybody know it. And now you're back, somehow. So I want to know how the fuck that happened.
Is this all an elaborate ruse that everyone is trying to play on Edgar? I was looking over the docket posting. That is not enough of a satisfaction to those who wish to see my demise. They must all conspire against me and come up with these fanciful stories. You of all people are Marshall. Listen to yourself speaking, senor. How can a man be dead if he is standing before you? Since when are people pronounced dead when there is no proof? Surely they released you from the hospital too early if you are speaking thus.
Hey,
It's funny they're trying to convince me of a similar thing with my amigo Frank. Well, I am very annoyed to see he's not present, for I had some business with him.
I did hear about Mr. White. I'm very sorry.
Sorry about what?
I heard he passed.
Who killed him?
What I heard, he died the same way you did.
And yet I am not dead.
Yet you're not dead.
You know, there is precedence for this tomfoolery.
Oh, yeah?
This is twice now they have given an Edgar funeral without there being an Edgar body present. The first I was on the Isle of Sanguine, and I was buried in an empty grave next to my cousin Cesar, Benicia's older brother. This time around I was in the Isle of Huarma, and I was given a funeral in an empty casket, which is buried I don't know where. I thought it was the custom among investigators and men of intellect that when the premise is refuted by fact, the premise is accepted as irregular. You have accepted the premise of my death, yet I am standing here. I am proof that your premise and your guesses were wrong, and yet you refuse to believe them. Or so you pretend to refuse.
You know, Benicio told me something. I'd love to hear it from the horse's mouth. That back on Walmart, you made a deal. Family made a deal with am I saying this right? A bruja, and as far as I'm aware, the family was cursed. He says what your primo tells me. But
My
he
little
didn't-
cousin told you all of that, senor.
He did, yeah. He did, and I'll tell you why he told me all that. Because he truly believed that you were dead. And he was scrounging for any way to get you back. But that's not my point here. My point is that he told me that you didn't want to abide by the course. You thought you could get around it. And that's what he told me. He said that you always thought you could prevail over the devil. So even though you had a generational curse put on your family, Edgar, you didn't want to stand by and just let that happen. Is that right?
Senor, this tale that he has relayed to you, I am well aware of it. It is something of a tall tale in the island that I am from. It was not I who made this deal with this supposed bruja in the mountain. This was done by Edgar's great ancestor before he became a Del Castillo. His name was Lopez. But senor, are we school children? We stop believing in Santa Claus as we grow old and become mature. That's all this story was. This curse. It is a tall tale set to scare the children. It is too fantastic to be real, you understand. Yet perhaps there may be some truth to it. For if there is a curse that lives on, this last posting in the docket against me is proof that I am cursed.
Maybe. Maybe.
Tell me this. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. It's okay.
You imagine what?
I imagine you've had a lot of your friends come and tell you the same thing I have, right?
Surprisingly, I would not say many.
So, what I
A
heard.
friend is something that is in short supply, senor. Especially nowadays in these times.
I can agree with you there. Nonetheless, Edgar, me and those people are telling you the truth. Yeah. Maybe if you don't remember, then it's going to be a tough pill to swallow. But it's fact. Yeah. Maybe they've shown you the book you wrote.
No, senor, no one showing me anything.
Benny told me about when you were gone. Somehow you wrote a note or a book or something, and you managed to communicate with your family, your friends, trip ass on the outside.
Amigo, tripas means stomach.
Okay, you get what I mean.
How do I communicate with stomach?
I was on about the people you hang out with, you know, your fam. I don't know. I assumed they were family, man. I apologize.
Family schmamily, amigo.
Nonetheless, Benny showed me that book. Some of it was barely legible, but I think they could tell it was you. So maybe seeing that might help you remember things.
Do you have this book present, amigo?
No, I didn't want to take it. It was Benny showed it to me when we spoke.
Do you know why Benny is in Los Santos?
He came back
Or
for
was
you.
in Los Santos? It's because he's a big troublemaker. And he needs some discipline. He has this exceptional capacity to forever jest. Never mature. So he was sent to be under my supervision for a bit. Because things were getting a little hectic for him back on the island. It seems, with me all around, without my supervision, he has carried this propensity to jest, to excess. I'm very curious about this book, senor. I wish you could show it to me. I never thought myself an author before.
No, I didn't even take pictures or anything because I thought that'd be disrespectful given that they were communicating with you, but you were dead. So
let me get this straight. My cousin, find you and show you a book and say, Edgar is an author, look at this book.
When I say book, it was scribbled notes on a page.
And what's so special about it that you bring it up now?
Because you wrote it in whatever you want to call that place. Some people call it limbo, purgatory, the void. quite special. Thought if you don't remember that place, maybe if you see something that you wrote in that place, it might help. But
Again, you have not told me what is so significant about this book that you believe I wrote. And why Benny of all people would bring it to you, assuming that I wrote it.
well, I think he brought it to me because I was in the book. You mentioned me specifically. I think they and me knew it was you because you wrote something. It was to clarify, this note was in response to some questions that they had managed to get to you on the other side. So, in response, you answered. And the first answer was, I believe they were asking something about the man who put you there. And you responded with, no, I'm probably going to butcher this, but I'm sure you'll be able to correct me. But I think it was Ash, Najk, Durbatuluk. You know the saying I'm trying to say here? I'm not going to go ahead and pronounce it all, because...
No, go ahead, please. I am thoroughly enjoying this.
It's the black speech from Lord of the Rings about the One Ring. And the first conversation we ever had was you going on a spiel about the Lord of the Rings and elves and shit. So I think for me and them, that kind of confirmed that it was you.
Still don't understand where you're getting at with all of this.
I'm trying to help you understand that what me and others are telling you is that you were dead. It's not a nice thing to accept, Edgar. Believe me, I know.
So, again, let's take the assumption that what you're saying is true. We're going to assume and suspend disbelief for a moment. Edgar is dead, and in the meantime, Benny looks for a marshal of all persons, then presents him a book that is written in the speech of the Barad Durians. Again, I ask you, why?
Why Benny showed me, or why I'm bringing it up?
I suppose both, senor.
Well, in response to one of the questions, you mentioned my name and Beric's name, Beric Johnson. So I imagine that's why he came to me.
And to what question?
Question I don't remember, but the answer
convenient.
was, Mr. Castillo, I can assure you that my memory is the only thing at fault here. I'm not holding anything back. I believe your answer was that you wanted myself or Beric to bring you back.
Okay, I see you're going to continue with the...
Quick pause. We're pausing quickly. Pause. Edgar 311. I'm gonna call him, and I'm gonna see how long he's around, because I want you guys to see the conversation before we go talk to him again. What the fuck is he doing around? 2 seconds. We'll go. Hopefully, if he's around for a minute, then I'll.
Hola,
Mr. Castillo,
Senor Marshall Dark.
how are you?
I was just thinking about you.
I'm a married man, so don't forget that.
I was thinking in you all night, senor.
How long you around for, Edgar?
I'm around.
I'll be up to see you in about. Give me 15, 20 minutes, all right?
Okay, when you come here, I would like you to escort me to the clothing store so I can change.
I'll see what I can do.
It is beyond the bounds of my house arrest.
It's. Oh, I see. Okay. All right. Yeah, just.
I cannot do it unsupervised.
I'll see what I can do. Okay.
I'll see you soon. Adios.
Bye bye. Yeah, that into that. Yeah, Edgar house arrest. All right, we need to finish. We need to finish the video. Okay, hold on. Okay, we'll finish this, and then we'll
just all the way. Tell me then.
we'll go see him.
I will continue with you. And what did you do when you found this? I suppose you took the first ticket straight to Warma.
I mean, if we go off the Guarma analogy, then no, I didn't take a trip to purgatory straight away, you know. Exactly, kind of choice I really had the option to make. But they, well, I think Benny and Brandon, Bobby, and Tally all came to me to ask for, well, for this. Thought it could bring you back.
And what did you tell all these people, Marshall Dark?
Initially, when I was skeptical of your predicament, I attempted to leverage what I had, what they wanted, in return for information.
And what did you leverage?
The feather.
I mean to say, what did you require against this leverage?
Information on involvements you had and they had prior to your demise.
What type of information?
Valid and crucial information on upcoming plans. For the faceless, Edgar. But once you know, things kind of settled in a little bit more, and it kind of came to fruition that, you know, this was really happening, and you were in fact stuck in purgatory, I was more willing to cooperate and hand that over, but I think by that point, I think that's when I ended up in hospital myself.
So let me get this straight. You are willing to give up this feeder that you have in exchange for information, and then
Initially,
you
yeah.
realize, fuck the information. I'm willing to give it up because you're a good guy.
I don't know whether there's good or bad anymore, but if you want to put it that way, then sure.
Are you an honest man?
I am.
Are you being honest now?
I am. And I can assure you that when I got out the hospital, when I got back from the same place you were, I offered it directly to Bobby, your friend Bobby. But I think at that point, I think they had lost what they had or couldn't consolidate what they had. And as far as I was informed, the group of people that had attempted or were attempted to bring you back had some issues. To be honest, and you don't remember, but this probably won't mean anything to you, but I apologize for not offering it up more willingly sooner.
Assuming everyone has not lost their fucking mind.
Yeah. Yeah. But I can assure you they have.
Do you have any information on Freg?
I heard that he passed in a very similar situation to yourself. He made a deal and he didn't do what was asked of him in time, so he was taken from this whatever place this is, to the same place you will. That's an assumption. I'll say that.
May I ask you something? You said you went to Warma, assuming, which I don't think you did because from what you say it doesn't sound like Warma. But there you found some cages and this Mr. Bones. Can you tell me where this place is so that I may stay away from it as per one of my bail conditions? I am not to talk to this man, interact with him if he come calling. I know to reach out, but they will not tell me who he is, where he can be found, what he look like. Almost like he's there hoping for me to fumble my bail conditions.
I don't know exactly the details of your bail conditions, but the place that we're talking about, as long as you don't die, I think you'll stay very well clear.
So the only way to break the bail conditions is to die. Is this correct?
Like I said, I don't know the details of your bail conditions, other than that you're locked up here.
Well, then you better try your best to keep this judgment from being pronounced guilty because they're trying to give me the death penalty.
You did do some pretty heinous things, Edgar. I don't know whether I agree with the death penalty. It's a whole philosophical conversation, but
Innocent until proven guilty. Let us not forget.
I trust in the justice system to make the right call.
You know, I had a white feather as well.
Recently or before?
No, I had it with me in Warma. I know that's superstitious, man, but it's good luck.
Yeah. I thought
After
that
all,
was still...
it was the dove that heralded the abating of the seas in scripture when the orc finally made landing in Mount Ararat.
Is that so? It's
I had it.
interesting.
I had it with me when I came. In the boat catching fire, I swam to shore. Nearly died, as a matter of fact. When the police had come, God praise them, they rushed me to medical. I was treated bad. They took all my belongings. They said, "Oh, you're free to go, Edgar, but we're gonna keep your stuff." I said, "What do you mean?" They said, "No, we're gonna keep it to investigate." I said, "Investigate what?" They said, "We can't tell you, but you can go ahead and go." Well, I thought that was really odd, so I didn't accept. I said, "No, listen, give my stuff back or charge me if I'm guilty or something." Well, then put me on hold, put together some crazy charges. And then they said, "You can have your feeder back." I thought it was a really odd thing to do, taking it. But when they handed it back, they gave me a different one.
How do you mean?
Not the one they took in.
I had to play devil's advocate, but how did you know it was different?
Because I came with I had a white feather in my pocket. And they returned to me one a different shade.
Was it black?
It wasn't white, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, I can tell you
Really? Tell me what?
from personal experience, the feathers I've had, or the feather, has changed color in the past. But that was a long time ago. I don't know whether that's what happened here. I can ask around if you want me to.
I would just like to have the one that I had back. Just the point of principle, it seems such a petty thing to do.
Yeah. I'll see what I can do about that.
Will you come visit me again?
Yeah, I can do that.
I don't get much guests whose company I enjoy.
I don't know. It sounds like all I've done is throw some crazy fantasies at you, and you don't really remember much. So, I apologize. I don't mean to confuse you or anything, Edgar.
I believe that you believe that what you're saying is true. And although you've lost your mind a bit, I will still keep you to your word. Will you hold it against me if I do?
No, but wasn't it Tolkien who said that the Lord of the Rings and everything he wrote was just a history of Earth from thousands of years back?
It is a true tale, senor.
Exactly. So Does that make it fantasy, or does that just make it history we've forgotten?
I have observed in all my studies, and I've always liked to imagine myself a studier of mankind, you understand, of the human.
Mm-hmm.
And I found, and I made it a long time ago an observation, that man is best to be studied in his reflections of him in fiction, on the stage. You see, people think that they must open a dictionary or encyclopedia to find truth. Yet there is far more truth in a work like Tolkien, in the work of Dostoevsky, hell, even in Harry Potter.
Harry.
Principles like sacrifice, honor, goodness, and evil. You will not find that in any Encyclopedias Britannica.
Very true.
And with that said, you will find throughout the ages the same stories in repetition. You will find people likewise act out the scenes like characters from these stories. There have been many Edgars before, and there will be many after, just as there have been many Darks before, and there will be after. I believe they are called archetypes. Have you heard of this term?
I have, yeah.
See, life also and events are archetypical in nature, the same themes repeating. Tell me, who are you in the story of the Tolkien?
I'm not as well versed in this as you, Edgar. I'm, you know, my dad read me The Hobbit when I was a kid, and I've read bits and bobs, and I've seen the movies, but if I was to go off my limited knowledge, I'll be honest, I really don't know.
Boromir.
I'd hope not.
And why not? He's a valiant character.
He is valiant, but he felt the greed and the lust for power, and I don't see myself in that. Or
Yeah,
at
your
least,
actions prove otherwise.
Yeah.
Much to his demise.
You know,
When you are young and you read the story, you see him as the villain. Only in old age do you realize he is a hero.
No, I agree. He's definitely a hero.
You know, he
I'm
made
up. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I keep cutting you off.
It's okay. Don't worry about it.
It's what happens when you get two yappers in a room.
Go on.
I'm just going to make a final point with him, but you go ahead.
I
Say
can't
what's on
remember
your
what I
mind
was
before
going to
you
say, Edgar. I'll be
put it.
honest. I forgot. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
I was going to yap a little bit more about this history of Tolkien.
Please
Yeah.
go ahead. Yeah.
Boromir came together in a fellowship, and they had a great task against a great evil. He made a vow to protect and to serve the fellowship and its cause. But his self-interest, which was rooted in doing something grand and great, caused him nearly to ruin and to destroy the fellowship. However, at the end, he paid the ultimate price and died a hero serving the cause. He did it despite this selfish inclination that he presumed to have. Anyway, that is my thought come to a finish.
I think you're right. And talking of archetypes of people and that kind of thing, I think the way you explain it in a roundabout way, I'm hoping that you're the Boromir type, Edgar. And to explain what I mean, I think you're a man who has done some bad things, but I'm hoping that perhaps once you remember everything, that you can walk a path of redemption. I think.
I will make you a deal.
Okay. Not a big fan of deals, but sure.
Perhaps we call it a pact then.
A pact, sure.
I will aim to do as you say. If in fact it is proven that it's not the whole world that has gone mad, but myself. Under the condition that you vow that everything you said here today was the truth. And that you stand by it.
Everything I said was the truth, Edgar. I give you my word.
Okay, senor. May you share with me your número.
My phone number?
Sí, your número.
Are you? You know what? Maybe you write it down on the picture.
I'm in the
It's
lemon list.
I,
No, this phone is not my old phone. This is one that is given to me by the state. The
Okay.
police give me this number. I
That's me.
8147. This you just call in.
Yes, that was me.
Okay, Senor Dark.
Thank you for having me, Edgar. It was good to see you again.
I will talk to you soon, I hope.
Sure.
Marshal Edgar.
One
I
last
think he's
thing
a-
before you go.
Sure. What's up?
Not all that glitters is gold. And not all those who wander are lost.
I'll take that advice. Thank you very much.
We are done, Senor Gray.
Take it easy, Edgar.
Okay, I was just coming in to
And that was it. That was the combo. It was a good little chat, as always, with Edgar and Pepper. Right, I'm gonna run to the loo really quick, and then we're gonna head up and visit him. Dude. So I'll be back in just about. Get him out. Oh yeah. Okay. Light up. Oh, I muted this. Okay. So yeah, I was I'm glad I got it on recording. I can't go wearing the same outfit, especially if we're gonna have him get changed. Did I wash my hand? What kind of question is that? Of course I did. What the fuck? I'll stop off at Bob on the way. Have I got enough bandages for this chat? I do, yeah. That was fast. I washed my... Listen, I always wash my hands, man. If anything, I'll be honest, since having baby Sock, like, just in general, not like after the bathroom or anything, but just in general, I wash my hands probably 10 times more than I did before. Because I don't want to get in any germs. Alright, let's, let me just check his bail conditions really quick. Edgar de Castillo. You want me to open it? Something, something. Doesn't really say anything. At any point, Edgar's agency is not to venture further than 3 car Glendale lengths in any direction towards the property. Bam, bam. I think it should be fine. Yeah. As long as we get a marked PD unit. Double 09 PD. In like a few minutes, can I get a marked unit to come up to the house in Grapeseed that Edgar de Castillo's under house arrest? Because he wants to get escorted to the clothing store across the street, and I'd rather have a marked unit there with me. Copy. I'm just going to get food and get changed first before I head up there, so there's no rush.
Which house is it roughly? I can head up there now.
It's pretty much like directly across from... Oh no, it's not actually from the... It's like the second house down from the old Grapeseed Police Department, like the underground bit. So it's on that side of the street. It's like the first or second house, I think.
I'll just get head up there. I'll see if I can figure it out.
Does anyone know what the deal is with the charge for possession of moonshine? Misdemeanor charge says between 32 and 80 or 90 kilo.
Why do these all look weird?
This guy only had 8 bottles, which is 8 kilograms. Is that legal to carry?
Double check the legislation, but I think only in Blaine County.
But there's no charge for it. The misdemeanor says 32 to 90, so if it's under 32, I guess it's not a misdemeanor.
Oh yeah, if that's the case, if that's how the charges, then yeah.
Where's the fucking turtleneck? Is that a turtleneck? It's
Yeah,
not a turtleneck,
10-4.
is it? Where's the turtleneck? Oh, there it is.
Are those government houses? I thought like they were all in the position of Blaine County government. From Edgar.
Yeah, I think they are, and I think they're being utilized for his house arrest. Yeah.
Copy.
Wait. Ba-na-na. Um. Down, 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 down. What to wear? I need like a better outfit for new post Purgatory Dark. Any undershirts that are premium? Oh, there is. Full storage, yeah. Put the suit jacket on. Actually, no, let's do just don't want to be wearing the exact same thing as that's in the video. Arms. So the arms.
There's I think I found the house, considering there's a man standing at the fence and multiple people standing outside.
Copy it. I'm on my way up now. I'm just gonna grab some food.
What the hell?
I haven't got a watch on. I haven't got my fucking gun on. What am I doing, man? Hello? Abracadabra. Hello, Malfa. How are you?
Hello, darling. How are you doing?
I've been better.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm not good in just now, right? I'll get like I'll get 5 combos, please, if you mind.
Right. Okay then, 5 combos.
It's no-
All right then. Do you want any extra drinks on that order?
Yeah, I'll get like 5 extra drinks, please, Malfa. Oh, hold on. Are you doing a delivery for Edgar?
Yeah. What a knob. Honestly, I couldn't understand a fucking word of it. But yeah, it turns out I mean, obviously you know about it. He said he was going to contact someone just in case I could put it on their tab. But he says he's got the cash for it. I
Yeah,
don't want to go up there.
no,
They're
do
gonna pay
that.
me.
Put I'll
Can you do it? What
yeah,
he
I can do it.
He wants 3 beef kebabs. Yeah. Hang on. Let me put it in. So you can see. Oh, we've got a nice, like, if you look at your bill now, when you look at your receipt, we're actually grouping things together as a combo, so it's a lot easier to
Oh,
understand.
lovely.
It's a little bit. It's lovely.
390, 1041 in the act.
Not at this time. We're just waiting out over at Edgar's house to assist with a marked escort for a clothing trip.
As per that latest 3-in-1, I think one of PD unit might have to handle that request, the latest one.
Espino's is approaching now.
Think about that. Get a thing for the raid! I appreciate you, thank you. Oh my god, my words are no work this morning. Brain no work. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a good stream. What the fuck is that? What is that? If you keys. Well, no, I'm not gonna do it. No, I'm not gonna do it.
So I just need to make him up for your.
That's all right, Moffat. Take your time.
Are you going up there?
Yes, I'm going out there now.
Oh, can you take it? Can you take it?
Yeah, that's fine.
It's all right. I'm a bit worried because it sounds like a complete and utter nutter.
I don't think. Did you give me my original food there?
No, I haven't done it yet. I'm going to separate it out. Hang on a minute.
All right, all right. Hope you had a good stream anyway. A roads is around that. Just be advised, I'm here picking up Edgar's order as well from Malta.
Right, that
Oh,
is
Barrett's house? I haven't seen it yet.
gotta be done. Right, okay. So I'll give you yours first then.
All right.
Honestly, stroke of luck you're turning up. I didn't really want to go up there. Do you know what I mean?
I was coming in to get him some food as well, so it kind of edged up.
Oh, right. Okay, then. Right, so now I'm going to stick this down.
Jarka from Espinos. Is he allowed to have a visitor during house arrest?
Right, that is exactly what he ordered.
Yeah, I believe so. His bail conditions are... Well, there's a link to the bail conditions on his profile if you want to have a look. All right, thank you very much, Martha. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Stay safe.
Yeah, he's subject to search after any visitation.
And I think it's limited to one-on-one as well, something like that. Right.
Yeah, it's supposed to be limited to one-on-one, unless approved by his parole officer or observing police officers. Did he have visitors on arrival whenever you guys first got here?
There were 2 visitors.
He didn't 311 him until after I got here, which was the 3rd officer that arrived.
What the fuck is that Lego car? What the fuck? What them Hot Wheels car? Because he likes me, not like you. I'm sorry, yeah. You got 150. Today's one was hard, Prox. How the fuck you get 154? I think I've done it today. I can't actually remember. It's all blended together. I can't -1. I need a gun. These arms also not great. Do. These ones I need. Dude, one of these works properly. So. Do.